on the airdrops that we've done so far. ZK Sync, Layer 0. And guys, we are in a great position with those airdrops, with what we've done. On the airdrops that we've, oh, I heard myself. We're good? All right, excellent. So anyway, I want to thank you guys. Again, apologize for being late. Hectic day, floods and all kinds of stuff. And no, it's not the Noah flood, right? Not just a flood in my office, right? So, all right. So I've got to pull up the presentation, and then I'm going to go through it. In the meantime, I'll tell you the story of how we got here. We've been in the crypto space for a while, have a great community of people. They're absolutely phenomenal. And I was on the phone in early November with one of them, and they had stipulated that, you know, they just don't have the extra resources, the cash to get involved with as many projects as they'd like to get involved with, or as involved as they would like to get involved. And then a day or two later, I logged into the Altcoin Buzz, which is one of the alpha groups that I belong to. I saw that that one of the airdrops had happened for a project called TIA. And TIA was about an $1,800 airdrop on day one. It's gone up since then. It's a phenomenal project that, you know, if you would have gotten it and staked them, you'd be doing much better. But I thought, well, that person could have done the airdrop, and they would have the money, the funds to get involved in the projects. And so it would solve two problems. We support Web3 projects, and we get involved in, of course, getting capital to our people. So I sat down and I did these airdrops. Now, I've received airdrops before that, but only airdrops that you get by holding tokens. So if you held Bitcoin, when Bitcoin Cash came out, you got Bitcoin Cash. So I've gotten several of those, but never an airdrop for actually doing activities, for participating in that way, at least that I know that I was qualified for. I probably would be qualified for some, but never went and looked for them. So I sit down and I do that. And I spend a lot of time, guys, hours and hours and hours and hours over a few days getting these things put together. Then I give them to Jan, and Jan actually took it and he documented out the entire process, 7 pages. We're set. I'm excited. We're going to get digital assets to our members. They're going to be able to participate in projects. They're going to be able to put that in NSI, and that's our trading software. We'll talk about that a little bit later on in the presentation. They will be able to build their digital wealth. That is actually what we exist for, is to help people increase digital wealth, which is convertible to regular wealth, right, through getting it through third party out into fiat. So we create these documents, we release the videos, we have a call with the community. Over the next month or two, only about a dozen people actually went through the airdrop. Very few, a small percentage of everybody that did it. And I was a little frustrated. And so about a month later, I was talking to some of our team members. They said, hey, can we do some stuff? And I said, I don't know about that. But and then I thought to myself, wait a minute. If people are not going to do these, we need to get these digital assets to our members so they have the ability to participate. And if they're not going to do them themselves, why don't we just do them for them? And my first concept was we get people on Zoom and we walk them through that process. But then I talked to my partner, Doug, and he said, you know what? We could build the software. We've built already a lot of it in some of the other things we were doing. And so we set off to build a tech stack where we can do these for people and help them build digital wealth. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I am going to pop into the presentation here, and we'll go through it as quickly as possible here. So DFY airdrops done for you. Essentially, what are airdrops? Airdrops are loyalty programs. The difference is all of us belong, everybody we know, right, at this point in time in our lives belongs to some loyalty program. Safeway, Fry's, every grocery store has them except for Walmart. You've got every food place from McDonald's to my favorite, Jersey Mike's. So these reward programs, if you participate in their business, so Jersey Mike's sells sandwiches. If I buy so many sandwiches, they reward me with a free sandwich. Pretty simple. Loyalty programs. Well, these projects are doing the same thing. The difference is they're not giving you a sandwich. They're giving you digital assets that represent the value created by the project. And so here is the difference. I go buy 8 Jersey Mike subs, I get a free sub, right? Enough points to get a free sub. With Aptos, which these are real projects that happen, if I would have went and done 8 to 12, 15 transactions, some of them free, some of them with small cost of $1.50, couple bucks. What they gave as a reward was enough digital assets that on today actually, 4/25, it's worth over $1,715. $1,715. Free sandwich, boom, okay? Now, the key is sandwich, I walk in the door, I buy it. I don't need to know anything. With this, there's a little bit of education that's necessary, which is why we started the service that we do. We take that part of it away from you. We do that stuff. Blur, $1,265. Uniswap, over $4,700. And Arbitrum is more than $2,000. So this is about $10,000 in airdrops that you would have got for going in, just bringing business to these platforms, doing swaps. And that some people are like, what is he talking about? Swaps, staking, liquidity, all of those types of transactions, minting NFTs. And if you're hearing this and going, what is he talking about? I'm glad you don't know what I'm talking about, because if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can't do these on your own. But you don't need to know what I'm talking about if you have us do them for you, because we understand all that. And that's the service that we bring to the table. So how big are these? The biggest 10 airdrops between 2020 and 2023. Remember, that's when we were going through a pandemic and most of us were locked down and all that stuff for the first part of that. The biggest airdrops, $21.7 billion. That's an average of $2 billion given away to the people who simply went and patronized, right? Use these projects to move forward. Normally, you're talking about 20 to 40 minutes time investment into a project to do it, and anywhere from about $10 to about $50 in digital assets to get all the way through this process. Imagine sitting down, the 4 projects we talked about, spending maybe 2 hours, $50 and $100 in digital assets, and receiving $10,000 in value, right? But guess what? With us, you don't have to spend the hours, and you don't have to, digital assets you're still going to put up, but the hours you don't need to spend. So here's a document, and this is the reason why people don't do them, is this is one document for one airdrop. You need to visit about 5 different sites. You got to connect your wallet to all 5 of those sites. And what does that feel like, connecting your wallet to all 5 different sites? Let's hear from Nadia, one of our members, on her experience with airdrop. She was one of the ones that followed the videos, followed the documents, and she hired us with DFY to do her airdrops for her.
It was really challenging, and I have to say I had to do it in small chunks because it was mentally sort of exhausting for me. So I probably took a whole week to do 3 airdrops. Yeah, I worked on it for, I'm sure it was at least a whole week, and I would just have to study, and it was nerve-wracking because signing into a site with my wallet, kind of scary. So I'm super pleased with having someone do it for me, and I may try to tackle some myself, with another wallet. The more you do, the better you get at it. But it was definitely something I several times thought, I can't do this, but I persevered.
So the great part is you don't have to say, hey, I just want to hire these guys. If you want to do it yourself and hire us, you can do that, or you can just hire us and get through the process. What do we provide? So first of all, we created this as a new category. There's a few people out there that built bots and software and technology, but there's problems with that because that doesn't really create the value for the project. We created a new category. So SaaS, software as a service, has been around since the 80s. It's created a lot of wealth for people. Well, what we created was ADAS, airdrops as a service. And so with that new category, what we do at Next Web3 is we have fully vetted team, experienced in crypto, and then highly trained. Matter of fact, our AXAs are actually programmers in the crypto space. These are not people who are not familiar with how blockchain works and all of that stuff. So we've got extremely high qualified AXAs that are doing this work for you. So what do? The next Web3 process is we first research all of the airdrops. We actually have 2 people right now working on that, plus myself. So 3 of us spending every day, one full time, one Jan is half the time working with the AXAs, half the time researching, and plus myself, a few hours every day working on finding the absolute best airdrops to do. And that takes a lot of research. If you don't use our service, you need to do that yourself. Then our AXAs actually go through, once you set up your wallet and you fund it with the digital assets, they go through and do all of the tasks necessary for you to be qualified for the airdrop. And then there's another important one. I actually just listened to an airdrop that was out there. There's a 120-day window to claim your airdrop. So if you did everything possible for it and you don't claim it in 120 days, it happens tomorrow, I believe. The airdrop is happening tomorrow, but from tomorrow on, you have 120 days. If you go to get it on day 121, you're not going to get your airdrop. That will never happen here with DFY. The reason why is we have people that check every single day, that keep track of every single airdrop. It's their job, right? When something's your job, you do it well. If you're just doing it, and I have to say, I've probably missed some airdrops. I didn't know they were taking place. I didn't, check the schedule. I almost missed one that I got. It's a smaller airdrop. It's worth about $50-something right now, but I almost missed it. I only just happened to look. I was researching another token, and it led me to the token that I held in my wallet that I had to go claim the airdrop. And if I would have waited another 7 or 8 days, I would have missed that airdrop. So it happens all the time. Matter of fact, one of the recent airdrops, 33% of the people did not claim it. The cool thing is for the project people, and this is what benefits you, because we did the work and we went and claimed it, they gave everybody a third more tokens. They took the people that didn't claim it and they distributed it to the people that did claim them. So we're going to do all that stuff. We make several promises. One is that if we do an airdrop from you, when we hit the completion date, these are done over 3 months, so not from the start of the airdrop, but when we hit the completion date, if you don't receive an airdrop, we're going to do another one if you don't receive it within 6 months of us doing that. So if we finished it in August, if you don't have one by February, we're doing a new airdrop in its place. Let's say in March or April, you get that airdrop, it's yours, and the new one is yours. So you're going to double up on that situation. Every airdrop will be at least 150 USDT average price on the day, not the high, not the low. It's the average price on that day. So if you buy 3 airdrops, you should receive on the average day of those days $450 back on what you put in, and that is the minimum. Our goal is to try to find airdrops that are at least over 300. And of course, hopefully we can find ones. There's been airdrops that are 20 grand, 10 grand, 5 grand, right? Those are the ones we're hoping to get. But again, our goal is guarantee or promise of 150. And then of course, our goal is to at least do $300-400 airdrops. All right. If the activity that we do does not qualify you for a particular airdrop, let's say we do everything we think we need to do, because some of these they don't tell you what to do. You just do it, and then that qualifies you for the airdrop. If the airdrop happens and you do not receive it, and if you do it yourself, you still get nothing. If you hire us to do it for you, you're going to get another airdrop in its place. And then, of course, the minimum criteria, we're finding the great projects, the ones that have long-term potential, funding, teams, all the stuff that's behind it to help them become successful projects, hopefully having them go on and have those tokens 10, 20, 30, 40, 50x from what you get. So if you got a $1,000 airdrop and you decided to stake them or hold them, that could become $30, $40, $50,000 in digital assets because it was a great project to begin with, all right? So what does it cost for airdrops? 3 airdrops starting tomorrow, basically from here out forward, are $190 plus 125 in digital assets. It goes to 9 airdrops. Our biggest package now, if you watch this, we had a 90 airdrop package. We brought it down to 40 airdrop packages. So if you want to get 90, you would just simply buy 2 packages. That is $2,000 plus $350 in digital assets provided on that side of it. So we are running a special. We have one more thing, and that is our So if you go, I don't want to provide the digital assets, but I do want to get airdrops, you can get the testnet package here at 175 for about 1 or 2 more days, because that's going to go to 190. We just didn't adjust the finances on it. But because it says 175, if you do it before we get it changed by Thursday, you'll get it for 175, but it is going to 190 on it. The only difference in the promise on this is it's 18 months for you to get the airdrop. And the reason for the longer period of time is these are test nets. So they're going to do test net, then they're going to do main net, then they're going to do the airdrop. And we don't know how long they have to work out all the bugs in test net. Could take a month, could take 6 months, could take a year. Then they go to main net and then they bring it forward. All right. All right. So right now we're running a promotion. So we ran a promotion last month. Every week it decreased in value. Okay. So Corey, and you guys can thank Corey for this. He came to me and said, Peter, you know, we're changing around the packages a little bit. Can we run a promotion? And I said, you know what we'll do? We'll backdate everything to week 3 of it. So if you bought a package already, if you're on here and like, I just bought one last week, you're getting this quantity of airdrops. Okay. We're going to backdate it to where it was. If you bought one of the packages that's not on here, which is the biggest pack, don't worry, you're going to get what it is. And then we're going to run this for 14 days. This may be the final promotion that we run for free airdrops. Maybe one more after this. But once their first airdrop is in, we'll very seldomly ever get a free airdrop in these forms and fashions. You may be able to qualify for one, earn one, those type of things. But to purchase a package, you'll get the number there. So anyway, so if you buy the 40 pack, the $2,000 one, you're going to get 4 airdrops. You'll see the second one there, Airgamis. I'm going to explain those to you. That's our digital membership. So if you go, yeah, I want to get airdrops, but I'd really like to get deep into Web3, because you've heard, and I'll say it right now, I believe it's the biggest transfer of wealth in human history, as far as for individual people to participate in on a wide scale, meaning everybody can get in it and everybody can participate from this transfer of wealth in a big way on that. So, okay, so let's go to our memberships. So our memberships are called Avagamis. They are digital artwork that you'll receive. We're hoping to deliver the first one in about 2 months, the actual artwork for it in the next couple of months, okay? But what you receive for these digital memberships is trading software, which is our NSI, incredible. Of course, the airdrops. So Web3 education, which will be launching next month, not May, but in June. We'll be launching in June. Early access to channels, review things that we do on tokens. We're going to ramp that up here very quickly. The affiliate program is included in the airdrop packages. But the most important one here, we'll skip past the other next couple, is the membership in the DAO. We are forming a DAO. That DAO is set up to find great Web3 projects, develop them, and bring them to the marketplace. Why is that important for owning an Avagami? The Avagami is your essentially ownership in the DAO. If you hold an Avagami, you have an ownership position in the DAO. If you have an ownership position in the DAO and we launch a Web3 project, then you have an ownership position in that Web3 project. Now, a couple things. Also, that is going to give you access to our Web3 Digital Asset Club, which in the next few months, we will have that software built, set up, and we'll launch those towards the middle of the year. Virtual metaverse events, in about 4 to 5 weeks, we'll be launching our own sovereign on Otherverse. We're going to talk about that a little later. But here's the important one, DAO reward units. So right now, this DAO will be distributing rewards off of the revenue in the form of maybe it's airline tickets, maybe it's movie tickets, maybe it's gas certificates, whatever it may be, rewards out to holding these. So these are going to get you ongoing rewards for the life of the DAO, right? As long as you hold the Avagami. All right. So now the NSI software, what is it? It is a trading beast, right? We have people, we'll have the testimonials, we'll play them hopefully here in the next week or so. We'll have them edited and done. Deb has in 1 year made 840% on the funds that she had that NSI was trading it, right? We have other people that have made amazing results from this. It does pull graph grids. It does dynamic grids. But the main thing why it's included with us with DFY is that what we're doing is we're moving it towards being able to trade your airdrops. So let's say we got you an Aptos airdrop. I think Aptos was 1,400 or 1,700, whatever that was. Instead of selling that off and then taking it, maybe putting the money in a project yourself or spending it, what you can do is take that and move it into NSI, and NSI will trade it on a daily basis, and possibly like DAB, no guarantee past, past results doesn't mean guarantee future returns or whatever that is. Imagine being able to, in 12 months, grow that by 840%, plus, of course, the token going up, right? So that is included in every single Avigami, all the way from 1 month to 3 years, included in that. Matter of fact, this is the value of the Avigamis itself, just with this software alone. But on top of that, you're going to get access to projects in Otherverse, and some of the packages come with VIP memberships in Otherverse, where you'll get to go in and experience the metaverse. This is where we're going to have our future meetings. This is where we're launching our Sovereign in it, which is our own space in it. By the way, that Sovereign is going to be owned by the DAO. So if you own an Avigami, you own a portion of that thing. We, DFY, even if you get airdrops, there's free access to it for you to get in and come and experience some meetings and stuff in there. But if you want to have some real value in that Sovereign, you're going to want to get an Avigami, okay? So Web3 digital asset clubs are going to launch in the middle of the year. Essentially, it's super easy what they are. The earlier you usually get involved in a project, I love the story that just came out that Jeff Bezos convinced all of his brothers and sisters to put $10,000 into Amazon, and they held on to it. And today it's all worth over $1 billion, right? So the earlier you get involved in a project, they were the first investors, the earliest investors, so their return was bigger than everybody else's. Just like anything in crypto, if you knew Satoshi and you minted Bitcoin on day one, you would have minted more Bitcoin, would have been easier to mint, you would have gotten more, and of course you would have a bigger return today. Our goal is to get you involved in those, and we're putting all the legal structure and all the software together, and that'll launch in the middle of the year. We have a whole bunch of partners, guys. I'm not going to dig deep into this, but that's where the deal flow will come for the DAO. It's where it will come from for the Digital Asset Club, and their partnerships that we'll get involved with. So engaging fully in Web3 on the smallest package, the 3-pack, it's going to cost you $35 extra on top of the $190, and you're going to get, I'll show you what you get, but 1 month of NSI, 3 months in the Digital Asset Club. Right now, we're running a special, you'll get 4. So there's a lot of value there. Just the software alone is worth more than the $35. If you went to buy the software separately from NSI, you would pay more than the $35. Okay. So that goes all the way up to our biggest package, which is $2,900, $900 more. But I'll show you what you get on top of that. In the biggest in the smaller pack, you're going to get a discount on live events, discount on swag. You're going to get some Web3 training course. You're going to get the 3 airdrops, 1 month of NSI, which is worth more than the value of what we're charging, and then a bunch of other stuff. On the biggest package for the $900, guys, you're going to get 30 months of NSI. You cannot go to NSI and buy 30 months of NSI for $900 right now. Nope, not going to happen, okay? So just that value alone. But check it out. You're going to get 20 years in the Digital Asset Club, and right now we're running a special. You'll get unlimited time in that, but you also get 50% off on the live events, 25% off on swag. You get a bunch of training and private onboarding, 3 courses. So one of the things that we do that I don't know of anybody else in crypto that's doing this is we have live people that you could like see. I say live because it's not a chat bot. It's not AI. It's none of that. It is a person who will come on a Zoom, turn on their camera. You see them, they see you, and they will walk you through. There's 3 sessions in this $900 pack. That alone is probably worth about $225 alone right there just for those 3 sessions, all right? So lots of stuff. Oh, and you're going to get 28 units in the DAO rewards program. So if everybody got a $1 reward per unit, you'd get a $28 reward. If it's a $10, you get $280 and so on and so on, all right? All right, so that is the Digital Asset Club. We're going to be wrapping things up here. If you do decide to get one with an Abogami, instead of 4 airdrops, you're going to get 9. Instead of 2, you're going to get 3. And instead of 1, you're still going to get 1. So it stays at 1, whether you do it just the airdrop or the airdrop in the Abogami. Okay. All right. So let's jump in here, guys, with the ready to jump in. If you're ready to get started, we do have an affiliate program. So the person that invited you here is going to benefit financially. That is the way it should be. I expose you to something great in your life that's going to benefit you. I should get rewarded for that. So get your link from that person. If you don't have their link, you can go to the website, click on it, and then there's a drop-down menu. You must have a referrer's name in order to get involved. Find their name on the list, select it, and you're golden, right? Okay, so that's that. You're going to go ahead and select your packet. Super easy. You're going to set up a wallet if you don't already have one, and you're going to fund your account. The cool thing is we have the Zoom room people that will walk you through that. So you're not on your own. If you go, I don't know, I don't have a, what is he talking about, a wallet? I got one of those in my pocket. The wallet I'm talking about is a digital wallet. We're going to help you get that set up. We're going to help you get the digital assets to move forward and get this going. So we do have a 2-level affiliate plan. I'm going to open it up for some questions. And then if you want to stay and learn about the affiliate program, it's probably about a 4 to 5 minute presentation for us to go through the affiliate program. If you're not interested in that, doing that side of it, you can just go ahead and say, great, thank you. And hopefully you decide to get involved in DFY. If you have any questions, you can put them in the Q&A section, and I'll be glad to answer those questions now. You know, for the last, since 2009, there's always been this concept and this idea that digital assets might go away someday. I'm going to tell you guys right now, after looking at all the data, all the information, if you would have asked me 4 or 5 years ago, I would have said, you know what? There's a chance, it's slimmer and slimmer, more chance that this is going to make it and survive because of the value that it creates for society. I don't even think there's a 1% chance that crypto, this is going anywhere. The value that it provides for society, guys, is as great as the value that the internet has provided. I don't know about you guys, but of course we use the internet to communicate now. It's our office. But we buy stuff on Amazon. If I want to know about a product, I go to YouTube. If I want to research something, I go to Google. If I want to get a message to somebody, I send an email or a text, which is all still based on this idea and concept of the internet. So all of this stuff, right, is happening. Our lives now are becoming more and more digital as we move forward. And so that means that what? If you want to position yourself, that they say is, find a trend, ride the wave, right? But in order to ride the wave, you got to paddle out and you have to prepare and you have to be out to sea for when that wave really begins to build. And in my opinion, over the next couple of years, this is going to be a tremendous wave that you can ride in and build tremendous digital wealth. Not a question, but a request. And you please put a new recorded presentation in the back office with the new prices. Yes, thank you, Mike. Yes, we will get that done. We'll get this one edited like ASAP, and then they'll replace it in the back. So thank you for that. I don't know if we were already working on that, but thank you for bringing that up because I didn't talk to the team about that. So Corey, you on that, buddy?
Yes, I am.
All right, excellent. So awesome, guys. Well, we're having fun with this. Great time. So if you're already bought a DFY package, you'll see that we've done ZK Sync. If you guys want to look at a project that has potential to be possibly tens of billions of dollars in value, ZK Sync, Layer 0, already a good portion of projects. I don't know the percentage, but it's got to be 10 or 20% of projects. PancakeSwap is using Layer 0. That's the biggest exchange that started on the Binance chain. Uniswap is using it. SushiSwap is using it. So all the biggest swaps out there are all using Layer 0 technology to run their systems on, right? So Layer 0 is going to be a major portion of the background, the tools, the picks and the shovels of the whole ecosystem that's out there. So that has the potential to be absolutely huge. And then Barachain, which is the new one that we just started for everybody today. So you'll start seeing those in there. Barachain is, they've raised a ton of money. People are talking about it being absolutely, as big or bigger than Aptos and some of these other chains. And you can see what those airdrops brought people in at that time. We've also started for some people that have done the bigger packages. Linea is owned by the people who started MetaMask. So who knows how big that can get. And we've also started Scroll, well-funded, great team behind that project. So we've already started doing some tasks for those. And then we'll be launching some other ones. So we're at about 5 or 6 projects, or 6 projects right now that we're working on that are just absolutely phenomenal projects that we're going to start moving forward for. And then over the next few months, as these airdrops start coming in, the excitement level is absolutely going to be through the roof. All right, no other questions. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we'll go through the comp plan super quick on this side of it. So, all right. So, okay. So we've got first level, 18%. So anybody, it's on the full dollar value, guys, that a person buys a package, meaning they buy a $200 package. We'll change these quantities, these dollar values too here in the presentation. But if they buy a $200 package, it's $36. They buy a $4,500 or a $2,000 pack, it's going to be $360, so on and so on. Straight 18% on anybody that you directly refer that purchase a package. Second level is 10% to you, 18% to the person who referred them. And then that leads to our bonus pools. But before we get into our bonus pools, let's hear from Herschel, who is one of the promoters of this. He has taken it and he's running with promoting the project. So let's hear from him.
Safe and profitable are 2 words that you typically don't find in the same sentence when speaking in reference to the crypto space. Next Web3 has broken the mold with their new product offering called Done For You Airdrops. An entirely new category has been introduced into the blockchain world coined Airdrops as a Service. And more importantly, they are allowing individuals like me and you the ability to share their products and services with friends, family, and loved ones around the world. Not only myself, but many others are making hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a week, sharing the services that they provide in a safe environment. I encourage you to find out more.
Excellent. So right now, guys, we are doing about a payment a week, but by the end of May, it'll all be done through smart contract. So it'll be instantly if somebody pays with crypto. If they do the ACH, it'll take a little bit of time to go through, but with crypto, it will be instantly or nearly instantly on that side of it. And we should have that done by the end of May. So I'm excited to be able to do that because then we'll show another video of somebody purchasing packets and then boom, they get their commission. All right. So we also have 4 bonus pools that are involved with it. The first one is 4% of the total business volume paid out on a quarterly basis. It's based on the volume of your entire impact on the project, on the growth of the community. Our saying is community is commerce. Bigger community we build, the more digital wealth that we can build for each member that's in the community. For the same amount of effort or digital assets that they provide, we can just create more value, okay, because of the people. When you hit 250,000 in a cumulative volume through at least 2 separate people that you referred to the program, okay? So you refer 1, you refer 2. Between the 2 of those, they do over $250,000 in volume with half coming from each one. You're going to get 1 point in the pool. The example on the bottom, if we do 6 million in a quarter, we're not there yet, but we're heading in that direction. 4% of it would be $240,000 with a total of 49 points in that pool. That would mean $4,898. So you create 250 in volume throughout your whole entire impact, and you're going to get an extra $5,000 in digital assets with this hypothetical that's down at the bottom, the example. Hit 500,000, not a new 500,000, but in another 250,000, it's 2 points. That would be almost 10 grand. You hit another 500,000 on top of that 500, which is $1 million. You're going to get 4 points, which would be a $20,000 bonus. And if you do 2 million in a cumulative volume over, let's say, a year period of time, at that point, you're going to have 10 points in the pool. and you're going to get, in this hypothetical, a nearly $50,000 bonus. Not bad. Pretty darn good, actually. All right, so our second pool is based on the dollar value of packages sold on your first and second level. So people you refer and the people that they refer, it accumulates. The 25 people with the highest sales volume gets a share, anywhere from 1 to 15 shares in that pool. And then that is paid. This is paid monthly. Matter of fact, we're getting ready tomorrow. We'll do the calculations. This will be paid out on the following day or that next day. This will go out to the top 25 producers of this last month on dollar value. Those same exact packages help get you qualified for the next pool. This is on the volume, the number of packages sold. First one's dollar value. This is on the number. So let's say somebody sold 3 $4,500 packs, and that made them one of the top 25 sales people for last month, affiliates. They only sold 3 packages, but let's say somebody else sold 20 170 or 190 packs now. So that's only 3,800 in volume. They may not be in the top 25 in the last pool, but they would be in this pool because of the quantity. It doesn't matter what dollar value it is. And the reason why we do this is, it is our saying, community is commerce. So the goal is to build a whole, that by the numbers, it doesn't matter if it's better to have us have 1,000 people come in at the smaller packages than it is to have 10 people come in at the bigger packages, because it's the people is what creates the value that's there. Okay, so we reward both sides of that. And again, this is paid out monthly. We'll pay this out in a couple of days as we do the calculations. The final one is my favorite one, and that is on your first and second level. Anybody who qualifies for any of the last 2 pools over the course of a quarter, you'll get a matching point in this pool. So let's say I brought in Corey. He qualifies for the 2 points in the biggest pool because he hits the 500,000 in volume. He's first on 1 month in the sales pool. He's third on the next month, so he got 15. He gets, like 4 or 5 points, something like that, 10 points. But let's say he accumulates 35 points. And I brought him in. I'm going to get a matching 35 points in this pool. It's paid quarterly, so it'll match. So every 3 months. So that's just an extra bonus that you get for bringing those people in that went out and created and got into the other pools. That is our entire comp plan, guys. Super easy, super incredible. We're actually going to reward you more too if you sell $2,000 in total packages on your first level, or 25% of the volume. So if you did, let's say 1,500 and 2,000 on your second level, that's going to qualify you for a 3 airdrop package, no cost to you. You'll just provide the digital assets. That goes all the way up to 25,000 in total volume. By the way, it's not just in May. We're going to count for the people that have been here since all of April. That volume is going to count towards this. So if you're right now in April, you're at $4,000. In May, if you do the other 1,000, you're going to get the $5,000 9 free airdrop package. Okay, and that goes all the way through the end of the month. So good luck with that, and excited to be able to do that. I would be so excited to have 40 people, earn this 90 free airdrops. Imagine the value there, being able to say, hey, I won a contest. Let's say that hypothetically the average is $600 per airdrop. 90 airdrops is what? $54,000. Hey, I sold $25,000 in packages on my 2 levels, and I got $54,000 in value. That's pretty incredible, right? So I'm excited about that. All right. So we're also running a contest. We drew this past weekend. It was exciting. We gave away $5,000 in crypto to 14 different people, split up. We're doing round 2 right now. Every time you sell a package, you get anywhere from 1 to 4 tickets. We put you on a wheel and we spin the wheel. If you get a lot of tickets, your chances, of course, get better, but you could win with just 1 ticket. All right. All right. And then, of course, I talked about the extension on if you decide to get in the Avegami's Digital Asset Club. If you buy a package right now, instead of 3 months, for the first package, the 225, you'll actually get 4 months in it, all the way up to, if you buy the biggest package, that's the $1,400 one. which is you're only paying 900 when you're buying it with the airdrops. That's unlimited. As long as you hold that Avigami, you are in the digital asset club. Okay. All right. And then, of course, we're running a promotion where you can earn a special edition Avigami, a bronze, a silver, or a gold one. They have special benefits to them in the rewards. So you're getting all the rewards points for them. You're getting all the voting. By the way, when you hold an Avigami, it gives you voting power as well in the decision-making of that DAO. So that's exciting to know that you have some influence and can participate in it. So anyway, we bring them up big here. I probably should have just went to them each individually. But this runs till the end of May. We have a close date for this one, but we're probably going to extend it on that because our goal is to give away all 600 of these, 200 bronze, 200 silver, and 200 gold. All right. On that for people to have. Well, I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Hope you decide to join us and be a part of it. I can answer any other additional questions right now if anybody has any, but we're excited to be able to deliver these airdrops and start helping people build massive digital wealth. Yay, Marty. Marty's airdrop is in the, we're actually going to do some more for Layer Zero this next month. It's what we call the insurance policy. But yeah, just waiting to see. That's all it is. It's just patience. It's actually rumored that Layer Zero is probably going to happen in June. So that is the time frame that it seems like it will happen. We won't know until they actually do this snapshot and announcements and stuff like that. But it is looking like that will be in June. We don't know what if ZK Sync is coming in May. So we are closing in on people receiving the first airdrop, and then from there, many, many more. Marty says she's not worried. All right, that's good. No need to worry. All right, guys. So I have a Twitter space to do here at 6 o'clock. So I'm going to say thank you for joining us. If there's anything else we can do, any questions we can answer, please let us know. Again, thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll see you on the next one. The next one is Thursday at 5 o'clock PST. I don't do the Thursday presentation. Corey does it. He does a fantastic job. So come back, see him do the presentation. He's got his own angle or, his own style of doing it. So definitely do that. Invite as many people as you can. Once the first airdrop comes in, this is just going to be absolutely crazy and going. And again, thanks for the reminding us to get a new video up there. We really appreciate that. Everybody have a great evening. Thanks. Oh, yes, we're doing a call tomorrow night as well to cover a project that we think has some potential for, that we're going to share, we're going to get involved with, and you can make your decision from there, not financial advice. You can make your decision if you want to get involved with it. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a great evening.